Welcome to Hot Cakes. I am Kid Bagheera and I got my Pittsburgh Insider D with me.
Yo.
We about to eat some pizza, pull up, get to it. This is Cake 4, King Henry. So, when it came about that King Henry might be done in Tennessee, it was before the playoffs started. And I said from the jump, he going to the Ravens. And if the Ravens don't win, they're going to win next year.
I was wrong from the jump.
I don't necessarily think
Why not?
he's going to put him over the top and win the Super Bowl. But he do open up Lamar Jackson and the receivers more. Just for the simple fact,
Facts.
you're going to have to respect the play action.
Gotta respect.
Definitely.
Because if you don't and he get the ball, that's going to be 7-8 pop. And if
Definitely.
you decide to put 8 men in the box, Lamar going to have a field day.
I
Field
agree
day.
with that.
Because that means you got to cover the receivers one-on-one on the outside.
I
Straight
think
like
the fact
that.
that they got King Henry back there, you have to cover all the receivers. You cannot stack the box.
Can't
'Cause
fucking
if you
do
stack
it.
the box, the receiver's going to eat. And you stacking the box thinking Henry going to get it, but then Lamar done faked it and he out the backfield.
Nah, it's
So-
pretty cool. Team now, they just don't need, especially in the division, that AFC North division gonna be tough because all 4 teams
Tough
capable
AF.
Tough AF.
going to the playoffs,
They going.
which is kind of like the SEC of the NFL, if you ask me,
Agreed.
because
Dead
their records
ass.
could be just bad to mediocre, just for the simple fact that they got to play each other twice.
Exactly. Somebody's going to go 6-11.
Shit rough out here.
And that's considered a sorry year, but that's really not when they lost to 3 teams 4 to 6 times. And those 3 teams just happen to go to the playoffs and one wins the Super Bowl.
6-11 is terrible.
It is. But not when you're in a division like that.
7-10, 8-9, depending on the strength of schedule, that's okay.
Right.
But all the teams in that division pretty much got Super Bowl or bust aspirations.
Absolutely. And
So
then-
an 8-9 record not gonna cut it for no team
No,
coming
no,
out of the
no.
division.
Hell, 10 wins might not even cut it.
It might not. The AFC period is loaded.
Loaded. Yes, yes.
But going back to Derrick Henry, the Ravens got to fill that void at middle linebacker because we just signed Patrick Queen.
I'm glad you mentioned that because
Even though they got him and Rock, even though they still got Roquan, they still got to make up for that man playing Mike. That's gonna be hard to do.
So I'm glad you mentioned Queen because I wanted to ask you about that. Do you think that's more of a Pittsburgh gain or a Ravens loss?
I think it's both.
But I say that
Baltimore lost they lost their Mike.
they did.
We picked up a Mike that we never had.
Yeah.
Well, since Ryan Shazier.
Right. So I asked you that because some of the chatter around Queen is that he ain't living up. So that's why I'm like, is it really a loss for Baltimore? Is it really a game for Pittsburgh?
And what you mean by not living up? What's the expectations that he was supposed to have compared to what he's doing on the field, compared to the eye test?
That's what I'm trying to figure
I
out.
don't care what they see,
'Cause I
what
feel
they
like-
put on paper, looking at him.
I feel like he's living up. I mean, what he supposed to be doing?
He looked like he was doing what he's supposed to be doing to me.
That's my point exactly.
He get from sideline to sideline.
And what more could you ask for?
Yeah. And he decent at coverage. He okay. But he a middle linebacker.
What more do you want?
Right.
He doing as a middle linebacker. I believe he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
And he can lead the team from that position.
Absolutely. So, regardless of expectations or not, I do feel like it is a loss on the defensive side for the Ravens, especially since key players every year get hurt on their defense.
Like clockwork.
I don't know why you would let someone who was a key part of your defense, who was healthy, who was showing up, the best ability is availability. He's available for you, and yet you let him go. That don't make no sense. And he didn't even sign for that much, so I know y'all still got some money.
Stop being cheap.
No, we paid him $341.
How much guaranteed?
That I have no idea.
So $41 million is not a lot of money.
For Pittsburgh, it is. We're not used to paying nobody nothing
Right, but for the Ravens, that's nothing.
at all.
So why?
You see how we got Russell Wilson?
My point. So
Denver paying that nigga $38 million.
nobody was
Shit,
gonna
we
pay
only
him.
giving
Though.
that nigga 1.2.
Nobody was gonna pay Russ though.
But I'm just saying, we never in the
Right? Yeah, of course. You're gonna pay the guys that you draft
basically.
because y'all paid Antonio.
Yup. We didn't even pay Le'Veon.
No, and that was the whole thing about it.
Yeah, that was fucked up because I really thought
They
they
should
was
have
gonna
paid
pay
him.
him and he was gonna stay and we would have had another run at another couple of years. So.
You damn sure, because he went to the
he
Jets
looked-
for the money, and then that was it.
And that
What
was-
happened to him? Is he even in the league?
He talking about he wanted to come back though.
Ah, shit, nigga, you shouldn't have left.
So that was crazy. Yeah, and Cam said even though we got Najee and Jalen Warren back there, he'll love to have Le'Veon back.
He needed
that
to go
was
back.
crazy.
He needed to go back.
But I don't know.
Because I think a lot of the players that he was getting into it with ain't even there no more. Or if some of them still are, they'll be happy to have him back because they know what time it is.
I still think he had a problem with Tomlin.
Well,
And he ain't going nowhere.
you know,
until he decides.
Yep, exactly. So if they can get that together, then they'll be all right.
Get it together.
Going back.
Squash that shit.
Back to this Ravens shit. Who is they back for?
I don't even know.
And that's my problem. They still got Marlon Humphrey?
Yeah, he coming off injury though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Who the other corner?
I don't know because I didn't even know Marcus Peters wasn't on the team, or was he hurt this year again?
No, you don't know. Who they second?
Who they got?
Oh, that dude got that boy Kyle Hamilton. God damn, hey, for real. He for real.
Okay, yeah, he good
He
too.
for real. He
So-
he can play in the box too.
Defensively, I think the Ravens are
And he
good,
can cover. Ryan Hamilton, hey, he
Yeah.
different.
and I think the
I
Ravens.
mean Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, I think the Ravens are, Super Bowl defensive caliber, right? They've always had good defenses, and I can't put the loss that they had against the Chiefs on the defense. Yes, the defense allowed some touchdowns, but what defense isn't? Once Bateman fumbled, some of the air came out in the defense. Because you cannot have those type of mistakes against a team like that. Y'all was already in the game.
They had a couple of them.
That's my point. But they was already in the game. And that happens and they just got took out of it. But the offense gets blamed in that. And they don't like to blame and this and that, but fuck all that. The offense is to blame. Bateman is one of them for fumbling. Because you fumbled on the fucking goal line. We talking touchdown. We talking 7 points. And you fumbled. So,
Lamar threw a pick.
he did.
Where he threw it at?
I believe it was in the end zone, wasn't it?
Correct.
So that's 2. So that's on both of y'all.
Wait. What Lil Zay did?
I don't remember what he do.
Zay Flowers and fumble.
Yep. So your entire offense fucked this up. So at this point, y'all got to double down, come back, and go. It's
Did
more.
Zay Flowers get that penalty too?
Damn sure did.
It
was
they
his
really
fault.
shot themselves in the foot.
They damn sure did.
They ruined their chances of going to the Super Bowl.
They did because they
It's all
should
they
have
fault.
won. They was good enough to win.
Yeah, they had a team for it.
Exactly. So for the most part, you bring back the same team. You added King Henry, so
But you lose your middle linebacker.
you do. But
Hold up.
with 2+ running backs in the back, you can keep running and just run out the clock to where
Run it
that
out.
middle linebacker getting lost may not affect you that bad.
I liked Keaton too before he got hurt.
Yeah, so we got to see if he gonna come back and be the same
Well,
before injury.
so they kind of They're definitely kind of loaded though.
Yeah,
They're definitely gonna be something to see on offense. Because
absolutely,
you're gonna have to respect everything.
absolutely,
You can't show your hand.
absolutely. And
So,
there's
so the defensive coordinator, he's gonna have to get real creative
real creative,
on how you gonna play that.
and they're already loaded right now. There's been speculation that D Hop might go
To Baltimore?
to Baltimore, and if he goes,
What? They still got Nelson Aguilar?
yes, they ain't released nobody.
Mm.
To my knowledge, they haven't released nobody.
Odell still there?
Odell is still there.
So
Odell,
they had that with D Hop and Zay Flowers.
yes. So
With Derrick Henry and Keenan in the backfield.
yes. So if y'all don't win, that's on y'all. Because there's no way. And it doesn't give, when Philly made their super team in 2009 or whenever the fuck it was, that was very dysfunctional. And, you know, that was just a whole mess. But this doesn't give that. It gives like, okay, we a collection of stars and we got one goal. Let's go get it. You know what I mean? It's just a difference between the two. Not to say that, you know, the Philly one couldn't have worked, because I think it could have had they had a different mindset. But this one feels like got the right mindset. Because like I said, they offense going to double down, come back, and go get what they should have got. They going to go get what they lost.
I just want to see how it's going to play out on the defensive end.
We gonna see.
That's all I'm going to say. We know they're going to be capable of going down the field, scoring a whole lot of points.
Scoring in bunches.
But if they're not able to go down and score, I want to see if they do something like it. And don't get me wrong, like you said, the Ravens always got to get that defense.
Always. Just gotta stay healthy.
But are they going to be able to withstand
We gonna see.
Lamar going 2 or 3 drives without scoring or just with a field goal?
They can do
That
it.
is the question. And we going to see. We going to see if they can do it or not. So, do you think that was the right move for King Henry, or you think he should have went somewhere else?
I mean, he went to where he was needed or wanted for the most part. Because the way they're trying to do these running backs now is crazy.
Yeah, they don't want to get him nothing.
Yeah, they treat them like y'all ain't shit for real.
Right, and they do a lot,
Yeah.
you know.
So,
And especially when you have one of that caliber
right.
that you know is putting in work, whether he toting it or not. He blocking.
A 3-down back.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And that's what you gotta have, you know what I'm saying, if you're trying to get anywhere, you know what I mean?
Right. But now they trying to do it by running back by committee. They trying to get them young. When they up under these rookie contracts, they got a couple of years to play with them, so they get 2 of them. They really in the money, especially if they're producing.
Right. Which is a bunch of bullshit to me.
It is to me, because when it's time to pick up that 5th year, or when it's time for them to get their new contract, it's like, nah, we already done got 3-4 years up out of you.
Yeah. It's
We
really
all right.
what just
You can
happened.
go see what you can do out
Yeah.
there. You can test the market.
It really just what happened in Dallas with Pollard and Zeke. Y'all let Pollard run Zeke out of there, which shouldn't have happened. And, you know, Zeke is retired. And Pollard is no longer with the Cowboys. He just signed with somebody for a year.
Oh, yeah, that's wild.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, but y'all should have went ahead and took care of Pollard since y'all gave up Zeke.
Yeah, but for Derrick Henry, I think it's the right move.
It's the right move.
For him. Especially if that's somewhere he wanted to be.
It's crazy how
They got the formula to win.
the rivalry between the Titans and Ravens is crazy. And
I ain't gonna know it was a rival.
it's a little rivalry. Like, they don't play every year, but when they get together, though, those games are pretty big. They're pretty spectacular. But if you notice, a lot of players leave Tennessee and go to the Ravens.
I seen that.
So it's just crazy. Like, that's where he went. You know what I'm saying? And that was, I think, the last team in
Keep
the
the tradition going.
Tradition.
pretty much, because that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, the last playoff game he had, they shut him the fuck down. And that's another thing. Like, he can be shut down. But now the question is the rest of the team going to be able to sustain that in that playoff game where you can't run the ball? You going to be able to throw that thing? Defense, you going to be able to hold it down?
Shit, me. They always going to be able to run the ball. And just off the simple fact of Lamar bootlegging. Or them them RPOs, whatever the case may be, they gonna get that motherfucker.
Gonna get it.
They gonna get that ball on the ground, and they gonna when it's on the ground, they gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
So whether it's Derrick Henry, whether it's Lamar, whether it's Keaton,
it's gonna be somebody.
Somebody's gonna be throwing that rock.
It's gonna be somebody throwing that shit. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right.
No, once they open up, it's gonna open up the passing game, and that's gonna where they can now they basically control the game.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Now you telling the defense pick your poison.
Mm-hmm.
You tell Lamar come up, read the defense, see what they got. Shit, boy, they got 5-6 in the box. Some they in the nickel or something. Yeah, we running.
They gonna have to, that's pretty much what the box is gonna be looking like. You know, you can't stack it. You can try, but it ain't gonna work.
You just got to be. They gonna make you be honest.
Honest.
Yeah, exactly.
They gonna make you be honest. Or if you go, you gotta make sure you go hard. Make sure them linebackers in the right hole.
Yeah.
And they just gotta go and hurry up and try to blow shit up. Make sure your defensive ends contain, but at the same time, you still can't leave no lane for him to duck up in and then get upfield either.
Exactly.
So that shit gonna be pretty hard.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be exciting to see. I can't wait. I'm excited for it. I really am.
Especially if they start sending this nigga on motherfucking little swing passes and little wheel routes.
Oh, it's over with.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
With Lamar rolling and doing all this
Hell
shit in the
yeah.
pocket, and then they lose track of Derrick Henry. He upfield calling for the ball, got one hand in the air.
Right. And then, you know, Odell still there. And one of his greatest plays was throwing Saquon a touchdown. So I'm excited to see what kind of trick plays they come up with. Also throwing him in there, letting him throw it a little bit. You know, if Lamar go out for a touchdown or...
I don't think Lamar's gonna eat.
He might do like a little short one in the end zone. Just a little short
Yeah,
one.
might do something.
Something
like
like what the Philly special.
Yeah.
Something like that. I can see them doing that in the Super Bowl when it's real tight and confusion.
Let go.
Lamar get over there in the corner, you know, something like that. But regardless if it's Lamar or not, you know what I'm saying, I'm still excited to see what they're going to do. I know Harbaugh going to dial up some. He's going to have to have a couple of them in his package. He's going to have to.
Gotta have it.
Our football this year probably pretty much gonna be exciting to see though.
Oh, yeah. Just based off all the moves, like who stayed and who went and whatever, it's going to be really exciting to see.
And with the
Hella
shit that's still
exciting.
going on, it
Yeah, I
ain't
know.
over yet.
It's a lot of shit going on. Like, I can't wait for it. Definitely. But, yeah, that is that. King Henry is in Baltimore. And that is my early Super Bowl prediction for the AFC. AFC Championship game will be Chiefs, Ravens, if all goes well. But we will see. That's the early prediction for me.
Ain't no way the Chiefs going to the AFC Championship game this year.
So who you got?
Right now,
Right now, who you got?
early, way too early prediction. Oh my God, Baltimore.
Okay.
Shit, they might be in it by themselves.
Yeah, just depends, because all the rest of the team going to knock themselves out for real. But,
Yeah, but Baltimore gonna have a hard time getting in it.
yeah,
Getting up there too.
yeah.
With that
Hell, they
AFC
own division.
The AFC North still.
Shit ain't gonna be easy.
That shit
Man.
gonna be tough. So
The way the AFC North is set up right now, you might not even
But-
get to the playoffs.
the Chiefs in the AFC West,
Nobody out there.
that shit's some bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
That's like New England when he was in the AFC East.
Exactly.
When
exactly.
Buffalo won shit and Miami won shit.
Yep. The Jets wasn't shit. The Jets
Man,
ain't
come
been
on,
shit.
been shit.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, damn, they really got this Tom 2.0 shit going.
Yeah, they do. They do. Harbaugh gonna make it a little interesting though.
With the Chargers, but
Yeah.
they got to give him the pieces he needs.
I don't even think he gonna keep Herbert.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I mean, he was at Michigan last year with J.J. McCarthy. You know, them college quarterbacks really be trash for real.
That's what I'm saying.
When they be coming out of schools like Alabama.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
them big time schools, them niggas be trash.
They kind of be kind of a little shaky, a little flaky.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many done came from Alabama that ain't none.
They trash.
Yeah, so.
You know.
But if they get him the pieces he need, he'll be all right. He'll do decent, especially in that division over there.
I think.
Because the Broncos, Sean Payne, he shot. He fried.
Yeah, he got to get
who that quarterback is?
I don't even know. They got to get a quarterback.
Okay, yeah, they fried.
But this is what I like for the Chargers. I like them to trade a number 5 pick to the Bears.
For what?
I guess they don't need to trade their pick, but they're going to have to trade the pick, though.
To get what?
I'm about to tell you.
I'm listening.
To get Fields. And let Harbaugh have Kaepernick 2.0. Now, I'm not saying Fields is better than Kaepernick. But what
they got a similar play style.
That's one of my point. But what I am saying is I believe Harbaugh can get him to tap into his potential.
Tap.
And get right. Get the offensive line together. Put the pieces around him they need. He still got Keenan Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, surprisingly, they just released Mike Williams, which I don't know why.
And Austin Eckler gone.
Right. So, that's that. But I know players do want to play for Harbaugh, though.
That's cool, though. But even though with Harbaugh and San Diego, I still feel like it'd still be slick setting them up for failure.
Mm-hmm.
Because they ain't got no running back. They down a wide receiver. And then they defense, they got big names on defense.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all it seems like they are now, just big names.
Right, that's true. That is true. I think if, let's just say they would go ahead and get Fields, boom. They're still going to have some draft picks this year.
Make something happen.
So you can get a running back.
Go get them.
Because they're not going in the top.
Draft coming.
So you can get your running back. You're going to have to get a receiver in free agency, which you can do. And there you go. Defense going to have to do the defense. But if my offense is scoring and keeping me on the sideline chilling, I'll be able to do what I do.
But their defense is fucking loaded.
It is.
That shit is loaded on every level.
It is. Yet they still keep coming up short.
And that's what I don't understand. That's the only reason I said they got a lot of big names on their defense, but that's all it seems like it is, just some big names.
But what about that was just maybe coaching?
Could be.
And that's why I feel like if they can buy in to what Harbaugh got going on,
Gotta buy in.
then they'll be successful definitely on
Absolutely.
that side of the ball. But on
Absolutely.
the offensive side, they still got to fill them voids because
They
that
do.
shit still ain't looking so pretty over there.
No, not at all. And that's whether they got Herbert or Fields. It don't even matter. Or they go draft somebody. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. They still missing voids, and I don't even know what their offensive line look like for real.
That's what I'm saying. So the thought of it is like, oh shit, like, okay. Yeah, but in reality, it might not be so sweet just because of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? But, that what that is, and that's that.
On gang.